Have you ever wondered why highly accomplished professionals with advanced degrees, publications, patents, leadership roles, and years of experience are still getting denied under the EB-2 National Interest Waiver in 2026? For many applicants, the denial comes as a complete surprise. After all, they have impressive credentials, successful careers, and significant achievements. But here's the reality. Most EB-2 NIW cases are not denied because the applicant lacks talent. They are denied because the petition fails to clearly communicate national importance. Today, we're going to explore the real reasons strong EB-2 NIW cases fail, what immigration officers are actually evaluating, and how professionals can position their work more effectively before their petition is ever reviewed. Most professionals believe the goal is to prove how accomplished they are. They spend pages describing their education, awards, publications, projects, and career achievements. While those accomplishments matter, they're not the primary question USCIS is asking. The real question is, why does this work matter to the United States? Many applicants focus on what they have done. Successful applicants focus on why their work creates value on a national level. That distinction can determine whether a case receives approval or denial. One of the most common reasons EB-2 NIW cases fail is because the petition reads like a resume rather than a national impact argument. Immigration officers are not evaluating whether you're impressive. They're evaluating whether your work addresses a meaningful U.S. need. For example, a researcher may have dozens of publications. An engineer may have developed innovative technology. An entrepreneur may have built a successful startup. But if the petition never clearly answers the question, how does this benefit the United States? The case becomes vulnerable. Many denials occur because the connection between the applicant's work and the national interest is implied rather than explicitly explained. One of the least understood aspects of the EB-2 NIW process is that officers often evaluate alignment with national priorities. They're looking beyond individual success. They're looking for broader impact. This could include contributions related to healthcare and public health, artificial intelligence and emerging technologies, infrastructure development, energy innovation, economic growth, workforce development, scientific advancement. The strongest petitions clearly connect the applicant's work to one or more of these national objectives. Without that context, even exceptional accomplishments can appear isolated and less persuasive. The applicants don't realize that officers often follow a simple sequence when reviewing a case. First, they determine whether the issue being addressed is nationally important. Second, they evaluate whether the applicant is well positioned to help solve that issue. If the first step is unclear, the second step becomes much harder to prove. In other words, you may be the perfect solution, but if the problem itself isn't clearly presented as nationally significant, the case can still struggle. That's why framing matters as much as credentials. When national importance isn't communicated effectively, the consequences can be significant. Applicants may receive requests for evidence, RFES, long processing delays, denials, lost career opportunities, delayed promotions, missed funding or investment opportunities. For researchers, founders, and highly skilled professionals, even a 6-month delay can impact projects, grants, employment opportunities, and long-term immigration planning. If you're preparing an EB-2 NIW petition, consider following this 4-step structure. Step 1, define your proposed endeavor. Clearly explain exactly what you plan to do in the United States. Avoid vague descriptions. Step 2, connect it to a national priority show how your work addresses a real U.S. challenge or opportunity. Step 3, demonstrate measurable impact, use evidence, data, outcomes, and examples that show tangible benefits. Step 4, explain why you are positioned to deliver results. Highlight your experience, expertise, track record, and ability to execute the proposed endeavor. This framework creates a clear narrative: what you do, why it matters now, and why you're the right person to do it. The strongest EB-2 NIW petitions make national importance obvious from the very first pages. The reviewer doesn't have to guess. The story is clear. The proposed endeavor is defined. The national benefit is explained. The evidence supports the claims, and the applicant's qualifications naturally reinforce the overall narrative. Weak cases often feel like a collection of achievements. Strong cases feel like a solution to a national problem. If you're pursuing an EB-2 national interest waiver, remember this: USCIS is not simply evaluating how impressive you are. They're evaluating how clearly your work benefits the United States. The greatest risk isn't weak credentials, it's weak positioning. When national importance is communicated clearly, strong professionals place themselves in a much better position for approval. If you're considering an EB-2 NIW petition and want to strengthen your national importance argument, contact our team today. A strategic evaluation of your case can help identify opportunities, reduce risk, and create a stronger path toward approval and long-term success in the United States.